Welcome to Study Wind, where we make learning a breeze. Today we will be looking at quadratic inequalities. So quadratic inequalities, much like normal inequalities, have a greater than or less than sign. And, much like normal quadratic equations, they have an x squared, some amount of x squared. So we solve them like we would a normal quadratic equation. So take this one, x squared plus 3x plus 2 is greater than 0. This would go to x plus 2, x plus 1 is greater than 0 if we factorized it. And instead of having x equals something, we have x is greater than something. So x is greater than negative 2 and greater than negative 1. So here's another quadratic inequality, but formatted in a much more tricky way. First, we have to multiply out the fractions. So we have to multiply everything by x squared. So if we did that, we would get 4 plus 3x is less than x squared. And then we could reformat it into x squared minus 3x minus 4 is greater than 0. And then we'd have to factorize it to find the answer. So x minus 4, x plus 1 is greater than 0. But when we get the answers from this, the solutions will be two different inequalities. We would have x is greater than 4, and x is less than negative 1. You can test your answers after this. You can check your answers by feeding in the values to the equation. So if x equals 4, 4 squared minus 3 times 4 minus 4 is 16 minus 16, which is 0. So now we know that x does have to be greater than 4 to be greater than 0. And for negative 1 squared is positive 1, since a negative number times a negative number is a positive number. Negative 3 times negative 1 is 3, so 1 plus 3 minus 4 is 0 again. So now we know that x does have to be below negative 1, so that's how you test your answers. Now for a comprehension test, to test whether you've comprehended what I've told you. So, question 1, x squared is less than 4. What would x be? X is less than 2. Question 2, 33x squared is greater than 528. What is x? X is greater than 4, because 528 divided by 33 is 16. Question 3, 6 divided by x squared plus 7 divided by x is less than 3. X is less than minus 2/3 and x is greater than 3. And question 4, the hardest question, 2 times 3x minus 1 is less than 4 minus 3x, and 2x squared minus 5x minus 3 is less than 0. What are the values of x which add up to this? What are the inequalities which will create this situation? It is minus 1/2 is less than x, which is less than 2/3. That's all for this video. Remember to like and subscribe if you want to see more maths videos.